So, like I said, it's going to be a quick one. Show y'all everything I'm using. I'm using my light pad. Ooh. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to use my light pad. Because this, when I tell you, it helps me big time doing the Teflon process. Because I don't like to sublimate directly onto the shirts. Because if you mess up, or if the stuff don't line up correctly, if you mess up a little bit, at least it's on the Teflon. You can just toss it and keep it moving. So, like I said, I already have everything cut out. I'm actually doing a design for a friend of mine. So, I always try to have more than two Teflon sheets because, as you can see, it gets stuck together. The adhesive from the vinyl does get stuck. So, I try to keep some. Eventually, it gets thrown out. But this little bright pad, it comes in handy, though, like I said, because as soon as I'm done, you'll see the exact reason why. Okay, so the only thing this works on, as most know, is the glitter vinyl. I love the rainbow glitter one, and it works perfect on it. It's still white glitter. So what I like to do is press it for a few seconds. Just hold it down so that I'll be able to pull the sheet off. It doesn't stretch as much. No, the white one. But it also removes it how I need it. It doesn't shrink as much, I'm sorry. It removes it how I need it to. Okay, so now you see it's on the Teflon. It's not gonna be on here permanently because Teflon is non-stick. So it's on the Teflon sheet already. And this is where the bright pad comes in. So as you can see, give me a second, I need to remove one of these sheets. Okay, now you can see it shining through, and I'll be able to actually line it up. Can y'all calm down because you guys are very loud. Okay, so I have that just about lined up. Y'all gotta excuse my Turner in the back and my kids, because for some reason they don't know how to be quiet when I'm live. Okay, so I just want to make sure I get this lined up right. Put a little bit of heat tape to it to hold that in place. So now we got it lined up. And I can always flip it over and see if I actually like where it's at, which I don't care for how it is right now, so I'm going to remove that. All right, you do it. Jelena, you are very loud. Okay. This little Kim acting up for real. I'm going to flip it again to make sure. Okay, I got it where I want it now. So, Teflon sheet, rainbow glitter vinyl, the heat transfer vinyl, or you could use regular white glitter vinyl. You do it when you put for those that's just coming in, I only held it down for like 5 seconds just to get it to attach to the vinyl to attach to the Teflon sheet. Make sure you got double Teflon sheets because it will get stuck to your heat press and then you have to keep wiping it off. But, okay, so you press it at 400 degrees for 60 seconds, which I'm going to do right now, as soon as I find some parchment paper. Okay. The parchment paper is only for the paper that's on there, so I'm gonna press that for, it probably slipped too. 400 degrees at 60 seconds. Yeah, I cut the vinyl. I usually do them bigger, but since this was a smaller design on a crop top, I couldn't do the normal size that I usually do. But basically, whatever size, if you're doing it on a Cricut, you're limited to your space. Most of the time, I do this process. I'm working on like up to a 10X shirt. So each size is always different. So a lot of times I don't use the Cricut. I always cut my pictures out by hand. I print them out on my sublimation printer, cut them by hand. And once I cut them by hand, I just make sure that the picture is the same size that I made it in the Cricut. Line it up, get everything situated with it. And then I do the Teflon process because I do not like pressing it directly to the shirts. Some people do, but me personally, I don't care for it. Because like I said, if you mess up, then you ruin the shirt as well as ruining your design. At least if you're doing it this way, you don't have to worry about ruining the shirt. So as you can see, everything is lined up. So I'll just let that cool for a little bit. I got my heat press from Pro World. Yes, I'm going to be adding it to the shirt too. So let me turn my press down some because I got it at 400 degrees still. Okay, so I got it at 350 now because I'm actually going to layer some vinyl now. Okay, let me look for this towel that I had. Yeah, I always keep one of these little Dollar Tree towels handy because when that Teflon and that, when the Teflon and that vinyl get together, it lets out an adhesive and it gets stuck to my heat press. So I try to keep one of these on hand just to wipe the little adhesive off so nothing else gets stuck to it, even though I use parchment paper for everything. Okay, now okay, so now I have my layers because I'm going to be doing, as I said, the crush with little Kim standing up over it. Yeah, but this way you won't mess it up. But trust me, we all have some type of trial and error. When I did it before, I was like, oh, I can just go ahead and peel it right now because I was in a hurry. You can still ruin a design doing it this way, but you just got to make sure it's like cooled off completely, because if you pull it off and it folds back up while it's still hot, it's a wrap. There's no pulling that apart. No, I didn't add the glitter to the image. I added the image to the heat transfer glitter, the rainbow white. I only use rainbow white because I don't know, to me it looks better than the regular white glitter. Okay. So this is going on a crop top. I usually lay my clothes on something on the floor so I can line it up because I hate having stuff not even. Okay. So now I gotta eyeball it and see where I'm putting what at. Okay, so see, it's cool to the touch now. Yeah, I use rainbow white. A lot of people just use the white glitter vinyl. I use rainbow white. I like it better. That's just my preference. Because to me, it sparkles better. You don't get that same sparkle with regular. As you can see, it's just peeling right off. And then, like I said, I just put I just put the Teflon sheet off to the side for another day. But as you can see, this has this ink here. Do not, trust me, do not put white vinyl back over this, because that sublimation ink will go onto the back of the vinyl, and then you'll have a line going through your design. So sometimes I just throw them out. Sometimes I keep them. Just depends. But since it's not on this side, I'll be using this one again. And then probably just turn it inside out. So like I said, I'm just removing this now. So now I have that design ready to go. So now I'm just eyeballing where I need to put everything at. Okay, so that's exactly where I want it placed. So the first layer is going on. It's just the first layer, so I'm only going to put it in there for a little while, not the full amount of time. I just need to be able to peel it for the next layer. Okay, so layer 1 is complete. On to layer 2. Like I said, I'm doing the crush on you that I made, and it's going to be Lil' Kim on top of it, because it's her old song, of course. Now I press the glitter on some parchment paper. If you have issues with it going through, that's why I was saying, I use 2 sheets. I just double the sheet so that it doesn't go through onto the heat press. And if it does go through onto the heat press, I already have another Teflon sheet down. So I just get a towel and just wipe it while it's still hot. Honestly, I don't try to use the carrier sheets because I want to make sure that I'm peeling it carefully. So, I mean, you know, it may work better for somebody else, but for me, this is how I've been doing it for a while now. Just lining it up. I know. Okay, so that part is lined up. Go ahead and press that for a few seconds. Honestly, this roll I had got from Michael's. I get it either from different vendors, from Amazon, from Michael's, wherever I can find a deal at. But I only use the scissor white because I've had too many issues using Cricut. Okay, so the pink wants to be cooled off before I can peel it. So let's see what y'all been saying. Yeah, everything is mirrored because I'm doing vinyl. So whenever you're messing with vinyl, you always mirror everything. You're going to mirror the glitter vinyl for whatever shape you're doing. And then you're going to mirror your image, of course, because of sublimation. So you have to mirror both items.
They're too busy. They're too young to be too busy.
Oh, it's hot.
They're too young to be too busy. What? He's 12. They've been there since
Okay, now that's off. So now I will be adding the image. And then, of course, another piece of parchment paper so it doesn't ruin the image. And I'll just press this the full minute. I printed the image. I cut the vinyl out the shape of the image. I press the vinyl onto the Teflon sheet for like 5 seconds. I don't close it all the way. I just hold it on there. I don't lock my heat press into place. After I do that, then what I do is I use my light board, which I posted about these before. I'll repost the link. The light boards come in handy, whether you're weeding out vinyl or even if you're trying to line up something, because I use it for my sublimation paper. The Subli decal paper, I use it all the time. It lines it so I can align everything up right. So I use it with the Teflon sheets and the sublimation on glitter as well. So what I do is I weed out the vinyl, print out the image, cut it out. If it's small enough to get cut on Cricut, then I cut it on Cricut. If it's not small enough for Cricut, if it's too big for Cricut, then I hand cut everything. The vinyl I still cut on the Cricut machine. It's been times where I have to split the image, and I actually will be doing a video soon on splitting the image in Microsoft Office for those who need help. But I basically, if the image is small enough to where the Cricut can do everything, I let the Cricut do it. If not, I hand cut whatever. So you get your Teflon sheets, like I was saying, get 2 of them. This one is cut in half. It's a bigger one. I just cut it in half. So depending on your size of your image, just cut 1 big sheet in half if it's this size. If it's bigger, then you want to do a different size. But basically, you close the heat press onto the weeded vinyl to press it to the Teflon for like 5 seconds. Once you do that, then you get your sublimated image that's already cut out, and you heat press the full thing for 60 seconds at 400 degrees. Let it cool all the way down to where, I mean, it's like it's cooled off. I'm sorry. Once you peel it, Desiree, tell your Nana I'm on the doing a video. Shh. Once you peel the image, then once you peel the image, you're ready to go. I'm sorry, you're ready to go, and you can you can press it. I press it at 350 for 1 minute, 60 about 45 to 60 seconds. And this is the outcome. Did you call her? You don't have to worry about it lifting. It won't lift. It won't do anything like that. So it's part of the shirt now. And I also found out that when you press the vinyl this way, you don't get that stiffness. Because I've had people complain about the stiffness from pressing the vinyl onto the shirt and then pressing the picture onto the vinyl. But when you do it this way, it kind of thins it out so you don't get that stiffness that you get with just doing it directly on the shirt. So if there's no more questions, if you have any questions, let me know. If there's not, then I'll just go back and read the comments shortly.
She's doing a live stream right now to show her, I guess, customers.
Dang, that was good. That's... Hey, I don't want to play that.
Okay, y'all. That was everything. So I think I'm done for the day. So I'm going to call it a night. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. I use A-sub paper.
His game. Can I try? Wait. Let's take turns. You go first. My turn. Yeah. Hi. I get another turn.
Okay, y'all.
Hi, Nana.
Yeah, I'll be doing another one soon. I'm just trying to see what I'm going to do next.
Nana.
Well, besides the split the image on Microsoft Office, I do have to get that done. But my computer's dead right now, so that'll be getting done another day. I'll probably try to do it tomorrow, depending on my schedule. So if that's everything, you all have a good one.